Counter-Strike, although one of the most popular games in the world and one that I've been playing for over a decade, has made some questionable choices regarding the latest update. In this video, I'm going to go over some differences between the Armory update and a traditional operation and see why it has left many with much to be desired. To argue why the Counter-Strike 2 Armory update is worse than a traditional Counter-Strike operation, we can break the comparison down into several key areas: content depth, player engagement, rewards, and community impact. Operations in Counter-Strike have historically included new maps, cooperative missions, a narrative-driven campaign, unique weapon skins, and challenges that spanned multiple game modes. They often felt like a complete expansion to the game, keeping players engaged for months. Operations would feature a variety of co-op and single-player missions with varied objectives and challenges, such as bomb defusal, hostage rescue, or other specialized tasks that often introduce new gameplay elements. These operations felt like mini-games within the larger CS experience. The Armory update, in comparison, is focused predominantly on cosmetics, particularly weapon skins. There's little in the way of meaningful new content outside of skins, which greatly limits the scope of gameplay enhancements. There is no new narrative, no cooperative missions, and no significant expansions to the core game beyond visual elements. Traditional operations expand gameplay with new maps, modes, and narrative-driven content, whereas the Armory update focuses too heavily on cosmetics, offering less substantial gameplay enhancements. The reduced depth in the Armory update diminishes the sense of a larger and more immersive experience. Operations have included progression systems where players unlock rewards by completing specific in-game tasks or missions. This system kept players coming back regularly as it offered consistent short-term goals, like completing weekly missions with long-term rewards. Operations would encourage regular players to explore different game modes and styles of play, such as Arms Race, Danger Zone, or Wingman, fostering variety and keeping gameplay fresh. The Armory update doesn't introduce any missions or alternate gameplay modes. Its focus is on purchasing and collecting skins, which inherently caters to only a certain type of player, those interested in cosmetic progression rather than gameplay challenges. Without missions or other types of structured challenges, players have less incentive to constantly engage with the game beyond their normal routines. Operations offer structured goals and tasks, and the Armory update doesn't do any of that. It's just a cash grab by Valve. During operations, you actually had to go and play specific missions and specific game modes to unlock stars to get whatever you wanted. With the Armory update, all you do is just play the game. There's no difference in gameplay. There's not really any sense of accomplishment since you don't even get a star or a coin anymore. Operations used to also heavily include community-made maps, encouraging the community's involvement in the game's development. Let's not forget that Cache, one of the most favorite maps in all of CSGO, was a community-made map. The way that they're doing things now, we won't get that ever again. Sure, there's community-made skins in the update, but without any community-made maps, there's not really any incentive to make more. Operations provide months of replayability due to new missions being introduced every single week. The Armory update's focus on skins does not offer the same replayability. Once players have purchased or unlocked the skins they desire, there's little reason to return to the game specifically for the update. The lack of structured progression or missions tied to the Armory means players won't feel compelled to keep engaging with the update's content. The CS2 Armory update, while attractive to cosmetic enthusiasts, lacked the depth, player engagement, structured rewards, and community involvement that made the traditional Counter-Strike operations so successful. Operations offered a holistic experience with gameplay challenges, new content, and a sense of progression that appealed to a broader audience. In contrast, the Armory update feels more like a cosmetic-driven event rather than a full-fledged expansion to the game, resulting in a narrower and more limited experience for players. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more content.